Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your yearly reading for 2023. This is for Cancer, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology in my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to your readings to get more specific. Now, Cancer, listen. I do this because I love you, B, because I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread, and C, astrology and tarot go hand in hand, and they have for centuries, and in fact, astrology came first. Every tarot card is assigned an astrological aspect or ruling planet, so we go really deep with the astrology aspect. Now listen, this is exciting for me to do because if you're a subscriber, you know that I'm pretty new to YouTube, and so I've never done a yearly thing for y'all. And listen, 2023 is you're gonna love it, Cancer. Oh my gosh. So I look through all the aspects, okay, for the entire year, all right? And so what I'm gonna do a traditional Celtic cross spread just to give you an idea, a feel of what next year is gonna be like for you. And then I'm gonna break it down, all right, by quarter. If I have to go month by month, we'll do it, all right? So the first thing I have to say, Cancer, is you've been doing an amazing job. A lot of y'all have had a lot of luck in career, okay? Public achievements, all right? Even just getting acknowledgement in that area. So good for you. Now listen, Jupiter in Aries is still in your 10th house for the first half of the year until May. And so if you've gotten promotions, if you've got new roles, you could continue to climb that ladder. This year is going to be the biggest career year you've had since 2011, okay? Now, secondly, the big news, Jupiter is going into Taurus. So starting in May for the rest of the year, 11th house, all right? So you're gonna be a lot more social. You're gonna be expanding your network. You're gonna be spending more time with your community, but also the 11th house rules your hopes and dreams. So we are moving toward everything that you've been wanting to manifest, all your dreams coming true. This is such an amazing year for you. It is going to be an amazing year for you. Now, here's the other thing. Saturn is going into Pisces in March. Now, Cancer, this is really big. This is in your 9th house, okay? So you're also gonna get a little spiritual, all right? You're gonna you're gonna be a little bit more intuitive. Y'all are already very intuitive, okay? So we're really elevating that, all right? Awareness, right? Mind expansion, but also a lot of y'all may take big trips. I don't know if any of y'all are working on a book. It's a good year to do that, all right? It's a good year, but listen, Saturn is the planet of, discipline and its structure and stability. So you'll find that in those areas. Y'all are really, really tapping into who you really are and who you are and what do you mean in this world to not only to yourself, but to others. Like what is your place in this world? And I really love that for you, Cancer. Now, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna break it down. All right, I already want you to mark in your calendar May 7th when Venus goes into your sign, okay? I also want you to mark in your calendar July 17th when you have a new moon in your sign. And then lastly, at the end, in December, you have a full moon in your sign. Now, we also have some powerful eclipses, and I'm gonna tell you where they're at. And you're gonna find a lot of shifts in love and at home, okay? Because that's exactly where they're gonna be. So, no more, here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. Again, I am very excited to do this for you, Cancer. I'm new to YouTube. And if you're new to my channel, it'd be great if you like and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, and leave comments. I love your comments. And if you're not a commenter, I freak out with emojis. If you leave an emoji, when that comes across, it puts a smile on my face. So let's go ahead and get started. Cancer, let's see what's going on for you. Now, if you're a subscriber, you will know that I'm not in my normal Brooklyn apartment. I decided to take this time during the holiday season to to go see my family in Atlanta, all right? And secondly, I am going to, I'm in Richmond right now, so definitely I'm in a hotel, okay? So if it looks odd to you, it's only because I'm traveling right now. Cancer, listen, the first thing I want you to notice right away, oh my goodness, Cancer, I don't even know what to say. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this down. You don't need to see my face. You're gonna look at this spread, okay? Look at that. Again, I'm sorry, I have to work off my laptop here. Look at all that yellow, all right? Look at all that yellow. Look at all this yellow in your main spread. Yellow, all right? Very promising. A lot of sunlight, new freshness, all right? I love this. This is going to be a powerful year for you and a wonderful year. Look at all your placements, okay? First of all, the Magician, okay? You got the Magician, which is kicking off the major arcanas, okay? Number one, the power to manifest anything that you want. You have that power. You've had that power. A lot of the things that you've wanted have started happening for you already, okay? A lot of activity in career is a big thing, but this is for anything in your life. You see that he has all the tools that he needs right in front of him. He has the cups, he has the pentacles, he has the wands, he has the swords. Up to you, Cancer. Where do you want to direct that energy, okay? And so a lot of y'all have discovered where you want to direct that energy, and you are going to get it. Look at this. This is amazing. One thing that I do want to say, because a message is coming through, that if you haven't yet, know that you have the power. Know that you have a lot of power. I know Cancers, y'all are sensitive, all right? I know that y'all really sometimes, you're the Cancer, right? You're the crab in the shell. So I want you to know, and I want you to feel confident moving forward in all the things that you want to manifest. You can do that. Literally, you can do that because you pull the Magician, as above, so below. Just bring everything that you want up there, your manifestations, your dreams, your passions, bring it into your reality now if you haven't done it already. Now, the reason why I say that it's going to happen is look what you've gotten in the heart of your spread. You've got strength, okay? Now, listen, you are going to have that courage. Listen, I don't even have to explain this card to you. You know what it means. Now, one thing that I am going to say, it came in the heart of your spread. So, stay confident, be bold. You can have whatever you want, okay? Now, if you need to feel inspired to find that strength, tap into whatever gets you that strength. I always say, it's the woman taming the lion, but people tend to forget it's also the lion allowing her, okay? So it's very synergetic energy here, all right? It's very interactive. So tap into your spirit guides. Tap into the things that bring you strength, whether it's God or whether it's the universe. What do you believe in? Find that strength through that interaction, okay? Listen, I'm just gonna point something out here. You got the only two cards where the people have the infinity symbol over their heads. The only two cards out of all the tarot cards, all right? And so that is very significant, okay? That's infinite possibilities, and that's protection from the universe. Now, you do have the Page of Pentacles in your challenge areas. So here's the thing. For some Cancers, okay, Page of Pentacles, first of all, very, very earthbound. Page is earth, Pentacles earth, okay? Very, very rooted, okay, in this new thing that he wants, okay? You can see he's so compelled by that pentacle, all right? He wants to turn it into something that is not only for monetization, right? Like a new job, side hustle, whatnot, but it's also wealth, all right? And I say wealth in all areas of your life. This is Pentacles. Pentacles are earthbound, okay? So tangible realities too, all right? So listen, when I say don't doubt yourself, I mean it. Do not doubt yourself this year. You have so much luck. You have so much promise. Look at your spread, okay? Look at your spread. All I'm saying is that do not feel, the message that's coming through, some Cancers may be confused. Okay, you may be confused about moving forward in certain ways. And listen, all I'm going to say right now, because we did, one thing I want you to know, Mars is in Gemini, okay? Mars is the planet of action, okay? And so it's retrograde until the middle of January, all right? And so it's in your 12th house of the subconscious. So you may be digging deep, you may be finding, unrooting things that have been holding you back. This is a sign Let's unroot everything, okay? You can do that. You're amazing. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I haven't even gotten to your future. Now listen, you got the Four of Wands, okay? And we know this is a card of celebration. We know this is a card of joy. We know this is a card of milestones, all right? And so I don't even know what to say at this point. This is, when I say milestones, a lot of Cancers, you're thinking about opening your own business. You're thinking about having a baby. You're thinking about getting married. You're thinking about moving into a new home. There's a lot of things that are going to come to fruition for you this year, okay? Big time, big time. Remember, I say a lot of those eclipses are going to be happening in your 4th house, your domestic sector, so home, family, parents, but then also your 5th house, okay? Love, pleasure. I love this for you. Now, you did get the Six of Pentacles as well, okay? In the root of your spread. So this is all about sharing the wealth at this point. This is generosity. This is gratitude for some Cancers who feel like you need some assistance, especially financial assistance, because it is the Pentacles here and it is a message that's coming through. Know that you can get that, all right? Don't hesitate. Remember, I said you have a lot of power this year. You have a lot of power, okay? You can find the ways to find that, but also a lot of Cancers, you will be the ones sharing the wealth. You will be the ones sharing the wealth through your wisdom, through your knowledge, through even you being the one that's donating, you being the one that's, the shoulder to cry on, you being the one to, give advice to people. You're going to be in such a powerful position. And the reason I say that, look at what you got. You got the Emperor, okay? In your future. I mean, this is amazing, Cancer. I'm as an empath, sometimes I have to look away from the camera. Sometimes I have to take a break and start going on a tangent. And it's why I talk so much, because I can literally just start crying on the spot. But I'm so happy for you, especially because, Cancer, I've been doing your readings for a long time, okay? I know what y'all have been going through, okay? Even before YouTube, I've had clients who are Cancers. I know what has been going on for Cancers, astrologically, for sure, okay? And there's been some ups and downs, but a lot of downs. But this year, 2022, bring it back up. Now, this is mastery of self. You are sitting in this throne, full control of your destiny, ruling your destiny. Not only that, power, okay? Power in your position, all right? Whether it's at work, whether it's at home, whether it's family, whether it's in your neighborhood, this is a lot of power, okay? Don't lose that power. Don't doubt yourself. And don't be, okay, so here's the message. If there's anything that were to get in your way, it would be yourself, all right? So that's why I want you to be open and be receptive, and don't, I know that the first, with Mars in Gemini, it's when it goes direct in January, boom, 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 in your 12th house. So you're gonna go deep. But other than that, you're glorious, all right? So we're gonna get to your stuff, because I'm very curious as to you. Oh, Cancer, you're blowing me away. You're blowing me away. Okay, so one thing I want to point out to you real quick, okay? And this is very, 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 very important, all right? One thing that I was concerned about is that in your main spread, you didn't have any cups. Page of Cups came up in your final outcome, okay? Now, the second thing that I was going to mention to you that's leaving me floored right now, you see that your entire spread here dominated by major arcanas, okay? And court cards, all right? Other than the Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles, which are some of the best cards in the deck, you are going to have a very significant, auspicious, beautiful, golden year. I'm so excited for you. You got the Queen of Pentacles, all right? So let's start building the world that you want, okay? You are definitely going to have the resources that you need to. And here's the other thing. Some of y'all want that, all right? Some of y'all want to, some of y'all want more money, and you can have it. You got the Magician, all right? You got the Magician, and you even got the Six of Pentacles in the root of your spread. So, and the Milestone card and the Strength. I mean, like, come on, listen. You're going to have the resources to build the world you want, and I want you to be confident about that, okay? She is the richest queen. She has the resources, but also there's going to be a maternal side. For a lot of y'all that come out, remember what I said earlier about the Six of Pentacles? Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, she is that queen who cares about everyone in her kingdom and wants to make sure that they are all set. And she's the type of queen, if there's a farmer who needs socks, she's like, oh, you need socks? I got you. If there is, a stonemason who needs, 30 chocolate cakes for, his kid's birthday, she'll be like, oh, you need cakes? I got you. Do you know what I mean? That's going to be you this year. You're going to, I love this for you. You're going to, remember I said spreading the wealth. Listen, you also got the Hermit, all right? In your external factors area, so that's really great because someone's coming through and someone's gonna be really, really good in terms of getting you into, especially the first half of the year, okay? The first quarter of the year. So the Hermit is someone who's made all these accomplishments, and he is someone that we look up to, and he's you see the lantern in his hand, okay? You can only see so far with lantern light, right? And so that's the reason why he's a hermit. He removed himself from everybody to see what's next, what's in my future, what's going on. But you can only see so far with lantern light. So he goes within, that's where the light is, all right? Now, this person is going to be there for you, okay? I am getting the message that for some of y'all, it will be in a spiritual sense as well, okay, like your spirit guides. But for a lot of y'all, it could be an actual person, all right, that comes through and really helps you through this spiritual journey, right? Remember I said Saturn and Pisces in your ninth house of spirituality. Listen, you also got the King of Pentacles. Now, you got the pair, the King and the Queen. When I say money, 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 we're talking money, 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 okay? Now, it is very clear as day here. That's going to be a goal of yours, okay? Not just like money, like, oh, I want a lot of money, but to the point where you don't have to stress about it, okay? Financial abundance. But again, remember I said being able to own your wealth, being able to share that wealth, being in a position where you don't have to worry about that, but also that world building, having the resources to build the world you want. Now, final outcome, Page of Cups, okay? If you're single, hello, there you go, all right? Now, Cancer, we have a major eclipse in May in Scorpio. Listen, that's a fellow water sign, but I want you to pay attention to that date. But I also remember July 17th. I want you to pay attention to that too, but at either of those days, doesn't even matter. There's gonna be a point where if you're single, someone's coming through, all right? Secondly, if you're not single, if you're in a relationship, you're taking it to the next level, all right? Engagement, proposal. If you're in a relationship and you're, married, listen, there could be some moment of transcending that. Remember, love transcends time and space itself. Secondly, if you're not here for love, if that's not a concern for you, he just wants to be emotionally fulfilled. Cups, emotions, remember that, okay? And he's the newbie, Page, newbie in the royal court, right? And so he brings this new energy, he brings new opportunities, so there could be something new coming in. Definitely relationship related, but in terms of what's going to, the passions that you're going for, but the main message, you're going to be able to follow your bliss, all right? Just follow your bliss. You have, look at your spread. Cancer, you're blowing me away. Now, as I promised, here we go. We're going to break it down. So I want you to know, first of all, Mars is retrograde, Mercury's retrograde, and Uranus is retrograde. Up until January 22nd, they're all going to, different days, but at that point, they're going direct. What does that mean, Cancer? It means you're not going to feel anything really. 2023 doesn't really start until January 22nd. All right, so keep that in mind. When that happens, boom, boom, boom. All right, buckle your seatbelt because things are just gonna move really fast. All right, so I want you to know that. What else is there's there's so many things happening. I have to just look at my notes. And okay, so the big thing, I'm gonna skip February because there is a new moon in February in Pisces, okay? And so remember, Saturn is going into Pisces at that time, but remember that new moon, again, your ninth house, spirituality. Some of y'all could be going on long trips too, and then publishing, okay? If you want to write a book, it's a good freaking time to do it. If you're in the process of doing anything, launching a website, whatever, anything that has to do with publishing, oh man, you're going to, there's going to be a lot of structure around that, and that's going to be a thing where you're going to find a lot of discipline in. Now, March is the big month of the year, okay? Big month of the year. Saturn is going into Pisces. Again, huge. It's leaving Aquarius, all right? But then Pluto is going into Aquarius. Now, why is that a big deal? I'm going to tell you that in January. I'm going to tell you that in January because, even Pluto's going into Aquarius. Think of Aquarius, technology. We're going to see a big shift, a big global shift in technology, a lot of advancements. But then also Aquarius is the sign of humanity, humanitarian. So we'll talk about that later because I could talk on and on about that. But the other thing is it's only going to be, Pluto is going to Aquarius just for a few months. It's going back into Capricorn, but then after that, later, it's going to be in Aquarius for really, 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 really long time, lots of years. All right, so let's see what's going on for you for the first 3 months of 2023. Cancer, okay? Now, you got the Sun, all right? Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords, okay? Now, this is amazing, okay? This is amazing. First of all, you got the Sun, okay? So any yeses you've been looking for, you're getting them, okay? We know the Sun is the big fat yes, but it's also optimism, all right? It's also like the Sun, think about the Sun in real life, right? It's you and me and the billions of the people on this planet. We're all alive because of the Sun. Earth exists because of the Sun. That's how powerful the Sun is. And it's shining all the light in the dark corners, all the shadows in your life, okay? This is optimism. This is growth. This is, yes, one of the best cards. You are golden. Now, you got the Ten of Swords. This is amazing because remember what I said about all that activity in your 12th house, okay, the subconscious. So even if it's not into the subconscious, if there's moments of stress that you're going through, 10 is the end. All right, so it looks like you may be going through some stress. There may be some things that could be really challenging. It could be, one of the things about the 12th house, again, Mars is going to be, Mars in Gemini is in your 12th house. One of the things about the 12th house is hidden enemies. You discover some people that you thought were, maybe friends, and there could be some betrayal, but that shows up here too. But the good news is, you realize it, you recognize it, you see the hand of the man here in the form of the Hierophant, wisdom, knowledge. Now listen, this is the end, so it's good. So two things. One, all of that stress that you're going through, whether it's, someone that's turned their backs on you, whether it's just stress at work, whether it's something that you're going through or experiencing or enduring, it's coming to an end. Okay, this is rebirth energy. Lastly, Knight of Swords. Once that comes to the end, boom, look how fast he's charging on his horse. Now, if you know me, if you're a subscriber, I say, Uhtred, son of Uhtred. If you don't get that reference, this is, just think Jon Snow, Game of Thrones. Bold, courageous, able to make quick decisions, and just really, 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 it's almost like, things were a little foggy, and now you're just like, boom, I get it. Do you like my sound effects, Cancer? Okay, so now we're looking at April to June, okay? So we have a solar eclipse in Aries, okay? So that is pretty intense. Solar eclipses, remember, this is on April 20th. That brings in a lot of new beginnings, new energy. It is a new moon times 1,000. Think Clark Kent turning into Superman. And because it is in Aries, remember, that is your 10th house of career, okay? Remember I said, you're gonna have a lot more opportunities. There could be a lot more opportunities come up. Now, we do have a lunar eclipse in Scorpio, okay, Cancer? So that is going to be, what day is that? May 5th, all right? Just a few weeks later, all right? So 2 weeks later, and that's going to affect your 5th house of pleasure, 5th house of fun. One last thing. May is the month that Jupiter goes into Taurus. That's when we move all that luck into your 11th house. Remember, 11th house is your hopes and dreams. Jupiter is the planet of good fortune, faith, expansion, profit. I mean, and then Taurus is ruled by Venus, okay? And so think about luxuries and values and yes, even sex, all right? So those are the key highlights, okay? But remember that Venus is also going into your sign, all right? May 7th, okay? So remember, Venus is a planet of, oh gosh, love and money, and beauty, everything that we desire. So, Cancer, what can you expect for spring, April, May, and June? I love it. You got the Hierophant, Seven of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Hierophant, remember, you got the Ten of Swords earlier, the same hand gesture. Now, this is a spiritual leader. This is a religious figure. He is the male equivalent of the High Priestess, and this is someone who has so much sacred knowledge, deep wisdom. The first major arcana where other people appear. When you have that sacred knowledge and deep wisdom, and you're just that person, like the Pope, you pass it along to other people. Now, here's the thing. The energy that's coming through is that it's you. I said that earlier at some point, didn't I, in your reading, but that's you. You're going to be in a really good headspace. Now, remember what I said about betrayal. Someone may betray you. I don't want you to think of, listen, life is life, right? We go through challenges, we have surprises. Here's the main message that's coming through. There's going to be a point during those eclipses where you, Cancer, it's going to be you that may not want to face some truth, like you're lying to yourself about something. But look at your spread. So if you feel like you're doing that, know that you don't even have to, okay? All you have to do is just trust your instincts, Cancer. You are so intuitive. You are so psychic. So don't doubt yourself. That is a big theme for this year. No doubt, okay? Not the band, the phrase. No doubt, okay? Am I aging them? I'm aging myself right now. Listen, you also got the Knight of Pentacles. So it looks like spring is when you start seriously committing to something. It could be this new relationship. It could be this new job, this promotion that you got, a company that you launched. Listen, the Knight of Pentacles, Knights are, they're fiery, but they're all on a mission. This Knight is all about knowledge, and this Pentacles, remember, wealth. So because I don't want to go ramble on and on about what these cards mean. All I'm saying is this is about long-term commitments at this point, okay? Sowing, this Knight likes to sow his seeds, reap his rewards, no matter how long it takes, all right? This is commitment energy, all right? Commitment energy, and Pentacles, money, all right? So y'all could be investing at this point, but you're really gonna have a good idea of building a structure and stability in that area. Now let's look at July to September. Ooh, oh my goodness. Okay, so July 23rd, Venus goes retrograde. Okay, what I want you to do, Cancer, think about the summer of 2015. Venus goes retrograde in the same sign every 8 years. Think about summer of 2015, okay? I hope you keep a journal of everything that happens in your life, or even go through your Facebook or Instagram feeds to see what happened, because they're the same. Some situation could come up again, all right? And there's going to be a reason why, all right? When Venus goes retrograde, all right? So I want you to do that, and then remember, Venus is passion, it's desire. But listen, that's going to be things. So you could revisit some things from the past and some things from the past. And when I say things from the past, again, like if you were working on a book or something, and then you just decided, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't have time for this. Maybe this is the time you pick it up, okay? Things like that. So it doesn't always necessarily mean people. Think about Venus again. Remember your passions and desires. Now, what else is going on? Oh, one thing I want you to pay attention to, well, we have, right before that happens, I said it earlier, we have a new moon in your sign, okay? So a lot of new possibilities, new energy happening around that time, because we're already in your season at that point. August, Mercury is going retrograde. It happens several times a year. The reason why I'm pointing this out is because it's going retrograde in Virgo, okay? Virgo, Mercury is the ruling planet for Virgo. So this is a really good time to reassess things, but with Venus retrograde at the time, now, people may come back from the past, all right? This is, just keep that in mind, all right? So let's go ahead and see what's going on. There's really nothing in September that I want to like do a big thing about. You know, we have a new moon in Virgo around that time and a full moon in Aries. But listen, I'm gonna list all the key astrological dates in the description box so you have it. Okay, so this is July to September. Oh my goodness. You got the World, Eight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, okay? So, the World, hello, all right? This is amazing. This is you coming to the end of one big journey, okay? You see that we started with the Magician. The first card in the major arcana is now we got the World, okay? The end of this major journey that you've been on, but victorious, okay? Victorious. Successful. You see the four fixed signs in the corners of the universe here. All right, a lot of stability. Listen, this is your just all around your hopes and dreams. Okay, and so think next fall there's going to be a brand new chapter in your life because when the World shows up, you've come to the end. What comes after the end? A new beginning. All right. Now, Eight of Wands. This is amazing. Some of y'all, like I said, are going to go on trips and it's going to happen in fall. You're going to go really long distance. And if you're not going on a physical trip, if you're not that type of person, you're going to be working with people overseas. You're going to be communicating with people overseas. I love that energy. But lastly, the Eight of Wands, the only card where there's no figure, no person. I mean, it's just eight wands zipping through the air. So things are going to move really fast for you. Wands, passions, ideas, but also work-related, enterprise, jobs, career. And then you got the Three of Pentacles. This is amazing. You're going to be working with a lot of people. All right, so expect that. You're going to be revisiting some projects too that you've been working on, passion projects. Is a message coming through. You're also going to like when it comes to and when I say work, yes, career related, but even just your personal life, right? Like if there's something that, again, if you're working on a book, if you're working on paintings, if there's something creative and that's coming through, but either way, you will definitely be working with people to find success in that area. Now, lastly, October to December. Okay, we have that solar eclipse on October 14th, all right? Let me just make sure, yep. And that's in Libra, all right? So that one is in your fourth house, all right? So that's when you'll find new beginnings and some activity around home, your physical home, family, okay? Relationships, okay? You could be moving in with a loved one. There's so much that could be happening around that time. We also have a lunar eclipse in Taurus, okay? Now, think about this year from October 25th to even like now, we have those two eclipses in Scorpio and Taurus, okay? So we're really visiting at this point some things that are happening around now. There could be a lot more activity around it, okay? There could be some sort of conclusion. There could be new beginnings. It really is honestly like, listen, Cancer, Taurus, again, it's in your 11th house of your hopes and dreams, okay? So let's see, what is going on for you? October to December. Okay, so you did get the Five of Pentacles, you got the Five of Cups, and you got the Three of Wands. So okay, and I know these are conflict cards or challenge cards, but when you put these together, and when it comes after the World and the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Check this out. Look, this is a card of loss, okay? This is a card of feeling maybe like an outcast, maybe you feel a little lonely, or at this point, you feel like maybe someone's like dragging you down. All I want you to know, remember, when I tell you you're gonna be working with people, I want you to know, you should take this seriously, I want you to be working with people, okay? Now, this card, it is a card of loss, but you can see they're literally outside of church. All that means is they're so focused on their plight, they can't see that there's help all around them. You have so much support around you. So tap into that. Please work with other people, okay? Please work with other people. Now, here's the other thing. The Five of Cups. 3 cups spilled. This is another card of loss and grief, okay? And so there's 2 cups behind him. He can't see because he's so focused on that, all right? Just like these people focused on their plight, okay? So there is something that you may lose, all right, toward the end of the year. But keep in mind, you got the World and the 8 of Wands, okay? And this is eclipse season. Solar eclipse in Libra, lunar eclipse in Taurus, all right? So with that comes change. The main message that's coming through, especially because you got the 3 of Wands, is that it's so hard to let go of things from the past that it's like, you know, I always make the analogy. Let's say you lived in your apartment or your house for 10 years, and then you met someone, and then it went really well, and then you decide to move in together. And so you're advancing your life in this great new way, but it's still loss and grief for this home that you were so attached to for 10 years. It's hard to say goodbye to some things, okay? Whether it's friendships, whether it's home, whether it's like, you know, kids going off to college, okay? I want you to remember you're starting this new chapter. You got the World, okay? Let's not hold on to things from the past. Don't let the past dictate your present, okay? Let's not feel guilty or stressed or lonely. You don't need to. You got the 3 of Wands. Remember what I said. When something ends, this major journey, a newness comes in. This is the green light card. This is you going out there, okay? And this is you going after your, remember, wands are passions, ideas, and even work-related. You're going out there, I mean, import, export, okay, just working with other people, going on this new journey. It is amazing that you got this card. It is amazing that you got this card. Yes, there could be some sort of loss to grief that could impact you significantly, but know that life is not a key lime pie, all right? We go through challenges, we go through loss, and we experience them because we need to evolve, and we need to, we need to emote, and we go through those moments because it makes us stronger, it makes us learn, it makes us grow. And as I told you, with Saturn and Pisces in your 9th house, you're going through this major spiritual process. So this is an amazing spread, all right? I love your spread. You got the Magician, you got the Strength card, the 2 cards with the infinity symbol over their head, you got Milestone and Celebration, you got the pair of the King and Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups in your final outcome in your main spread, and then look, you got the Sun, you got the World, you got the 3 of Wands. This is amazing. Cancer, I love you so much. I know I get really excited, but I'm very excited for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you're new to my channel, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, and leave comments. I love comments. And if you're a subscriber, you know I love you. Thanks so much for being here, and I will see you next week. All right, bye-bye.